Hello, Pyrojet community. This is Michael. I'm Unit 5 on the Discord. I've been working on Pyrojet for quite a while now, and I just wanted to provide a quick progress update over the last couple of days of what's been going on. So I've been working on, I don't know if you can see it, I'm going to have to take the camera here very shortly, a dirty looking oxyhydrogen torch. Sparkgap and I have been working on this. Trying to get a torch that can provide, oh come on camera, focus, that can provide a steady oxyhydrogen flame and deposit copper or silver or other metals through the nozzle of one of these sort of syringe tips that we use as a torch tip. So I figure I can show you this thing working. The oxyhydrogen generator does function. It runs on this DC power supply back here, this fella right here. And it uses probably a 50 to 100 watts to generate, a few cubic liters an hour of oxygen and hydrogen. The whole setup really cost probably less than 40 bucks to put together. It works pretty well as a torch. Unfortunately, it's not doing a very good job of depositing material. So I'm going to see if I can get you a good vantage point here and try filming. Let's see. There we go. Get my light over here. It's better lighting. Yeah. There we go. How's that? Yeah, it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go over here and turn the power on. Boop. Yep. And we're gonna hit the output, and it should start bubbling away. You won't be able to really see it. We'll need a lighter. Make sure the nozzle's not clogged with anything. Put in some water first, make sure it's actually working. Maybe it's working. Let's see. Maybe. No, it's working. There you go. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, maybe you can. Yeah, let me focus and bring it up close. See? An oxyhydrogen flame. Nice and stable. And this is burning just hydrogen in air, actually. So the line just carries hydrogen all the way to the tip, which comes out, and when you light it, it burns in the open atmosphere. So, yeah, this works pretty well as a torch. I'm just trying to wrap up this little video on the oxyhydrogen torch. The biggest problem that we have right now is that the material in the torch, when we try to, I don't know if you can see this actually, yeah. This copper here inside the tube does not feed with gravity very well. It looks like we're going to probably have to use forced air induction or maybe a very fine wire feed, like maybe 40 or 42 gauge wire feed. The problem here with the powder is that if the powder is too large, it clogs the nozzle, particularly for a small nozzle. The larger the nozzle gets, though, to avoid clogging, the lower the energy density of the flame. And that reduction in energy density means that I can't melt the powder before it leaves the nozzle area, before it leaves the flame area. And this is kind of a weird double-edged sword. Of course, if we had forced air induction of the powder, basically a small electric air compressor, like one you might see running an airbrush kit on Amazon, could blow air into a box of some kind that has powder in it. That kicks up the powder, and then that powder gets carried with the airstream to the nozzle tip, mixes with the hydrogen, and then will increase the flame temperature and hopefully the flow rate while also carrying material feedstock into the nozzle. And I'm not sure if that will actually work, but it might work better than trying to sort of tap the nozzle and have copper powder fall out into the flame, and hoping that the rate of fall of the powder through the open sort of atmospheric hydrogen flame is enough to melt the powder. Anyways, yeah, so we got a really well-working oxyhydrogen torch, but it's a very stably operational oxyhydrogen torch for a very low cost. And I can put up a guide on how to make this. Really, it's just an exact clone of another piece that was on YouTube made by another channel that I've been following for a little while. I can put a link in the description below to that video. But yeah, so that's kind of what we've been working on for the last few days, is getting an oxyhydrogen generator working that's relatively stable and feels safe to operate, and trying to find a way to feed material to the oxyhydrogen flame. So thanks a lot for watching. I'm Michael with the Open Pyrojet project. You might be seeing more of this format in the future if there's some good response. Leave me comments, criticism, good ideas, suggestions, whatever the heck you want in the description below.